couple messages for the viewers, so pick a section, have a seat. Yeah, I know this is different. Quit with the questions. Allow me a second, please, to make my first impression.
YouTube, what's up? Welcome back to another Pounds 978 Customs video. And right now I want to show you Captain Spider Flash Thompson, one of the coolest Spider-Men I've seen ever, actually. The minute I seen this design, I immediately gravitated to it, saved it on my phone, knew I wanted to make it, and then found out this design came from the 70s. Crazy, right? I didn't even know that. What's even crazy is that how cool it still looks, even though it's basically Spider-Man, but with the visor, mask open at the face and the hair exposed with the cape. A lot of you may not even be familiar with this guy, and like I said, neither was I, so don't feel bad. But it is Flash Thompson. We know Flash Thompson as Agent Venom, but in the 70s there was a what-if story where Flash Thompson became Spider-Man. J. Jonah Jameson also became Spider-Man, and Betty Brant was Spider-Woman. Yes, I made this one time before, and I was happy when I made it. Somebody wanted to buy it, and I sold it, and I instantly regretted it. It was one of those that I immediately just regretted selling because I didn't have it long enough, and I still think it's probably one of the best designed Spider-Men. He is in the Spider-Verse and definitely sticks out amongst the rest of the spiders, so I think we need a figure of this guy officially. What do you guys think? Not much to say, but if you want to make yourself one of these, all you really need is a Bucky Cap body and a Daredevil head, a little bit of sculpt for some hair, and a Morbius cape, and you'll have this guy. I wish I made more of these in the past. I was only able to make one because I had one Daredevil, and Daredevil, for the most part, a couple of years ago was hard to come by, and then the yellow one came out, and then the new one, the Shadowland, came out. So now he's pretty easy to get, but he was hard then. So I only had one, and he was a regret. I don't know. I regret selling them. And this one was commissioned for someone else, and I wanted to make one, and I told myself the next time I make this, I'm going to keep it. And I'm mad that I have to get rid of it now. No, I'm not mad, because I know it's going into the hands of a great collector who's commissioned a few customs for me already. So shout out to you, brother. You definitely deserve this. But I'm not going to lie, I'm kind of jealous of your collection. A fairly easy custom to make. Hardest parts are the webs, of course, and then sculpting on the hair. Maybe just take some practice. I'm getting a little better with sculpting, I like to think. But I still have some things to work on, hair and body parts and clothes and things. There's a lot to do with sculpt. There is a little bit of shading on this figure, on the blue. I'm not sure if you can tell, but it is there. There's a lighter blue over the darker blue. This cape does come out. I didn't paint all the way up, considering it's going to be covered by his back anyway. But I tried my best to kind of stay with the crease marks on the web. Little paint in the hole. Scratch it off. No big deal. But it is painted all the way in the ab crunch. And it is just very subtle. You can barely see it. That logo is as accurate as I can get it. I know I didn't mention that when I said the hardest parts to create, but sometimes logos can be a pain. The hair isn't shaded too much. I did add a little bit of dry brush, but it's not picking up so well on camera. Is this figure playable? Can you play with it and pose it around? Absolutely. Head goes up, head does go down, left and right, of course. Shoulders go all the way up, painted inside, go all the way down, painted in the joint as well. Shouldn't give you any rub problems. Get the bicep swivel. It is a little tight, but it does spin. Double jointed elbows. You get a wrist swivel and a hinge. Everything is working perfecto, so feel free to pose this guy around. You guys know you get an ab crunch. It goes up and down. The waist, of course, swivels. Legs split about that much. You get a thigh cut. Double jointed knees. Double jointed knees. There we go. You get this boot rotation, ankle pivot, and swivel or hinge. There you go. The only reason why I do this is to let you know that these figures are still posable, and you should be able to get some cool poses out of them still without any paint rub. If you try to turn your action figure into a contortionist, expect paint rub. But for the most part, I think we're like 99% free. If you want to see the first time I took on this guy, feel free to click that card, because I believe this is an improvement. It isn't perfect. I wish my hair was a little better, but for what it is, I'm definitely happy with it. I'm satisfied. What do you guys think? Spider-Verse! Man, we need so much more of the characters from the Spider-Verse. Please, Hasbro, let's make it happen. In the meantime, guys, let me know what you think about this custom. I appreciate the love. All the regulars who come by all the time. I see your comments, brothers, and all the new guys coming by. I also see your comments. Feel free to continue to leave your opinions because I do value them and I like to read them from time to time. And I may not get to them the minute you comment, but I'll get to them eventually. So I appreciate the love, guys, and feel free to subscribe for those who haven't. See you soon.
But if you choose to subscribe, you the man. Yes, you. Everyone below in the comments, yes, you too. Thank you very much for showing me love. Who knew? It's ironic how we think out the box for you too, right?
Sing, 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 sing. Everybody.